I've got this bad boy cranking. I've just finished milking, got it and lit it. It's warming up nicely. Just had a coffee now. I'm gonna go shift the heifers, but it has turned real cold today. It's supposed to actually be frosty tomorrow, but it has also been really wet. There is actually a little bit of blue sky up there, which is nice. And over the last sort of couple of days, we've had 70 mils. It's pretty full in there, so goes to show everything is absolutely saturated at the moment. This morning when I went and got the cows, I couldn't take my two-wheeler in the paddock because I just wouldn't have been able to get around, so I had to take the gator. The races are just holding water at the moment. They don't really get a chance to dry out. The drains are pretty full too. I was having a bit of a problem with the sound on these videos, so I bought a new microphone. So hopefully this has sort of solved the issues, and it was the mic. Well, these girls haven't made too much of a mess over here. I did give them a lot yesterday. They were in the annual, and just because we were getting so much rain, I actually put them in that chicory paddock for the day after I gave them a bit, so they just sort of stood in there because it's going to get planted anyway. It didn't really matter if it was going to make them too much of a mess. I was going to stick them in this paddock right here. I'm still going to. I need to stick some fences up in there. I might cut it into thirds because I might start feeding a little bit of silage out for them too. I'm going to put them back in the annual. I'm just waiting for it to dry up a little bit because it's just so sticky in there at the moment. They make heck of a mess, so hopefully in the next sort of few days I might be able to get back in there, or 3 or 4 days. But this was the area that I undersowed with the drill. It's got that diploid in it. So what I'm going to do is just stick them in there because it's sort of growing up or coming up at the moment and getting shaded out by the ryegrass. I'm just going to sort of take the tops off it a little bit just to promote a little bit of sunlight getting in there. Oh, when we get sun, I mean. But yeah, hopefully it works. I'm not going to graze it too hard. I'm a little bit concerned that they might pull some of it out, but yeah, like I was saying, they really just need to take the tops off and then it should be sweet, hopefully. But check that out, big yellow's out. Oh man, that feels good. Hopefully it sticks around for a little while. This is a pretty good example of what's been happening though for the last week. Like, look at that, it looks dark as behind the sheds there, so we're going to probably cop that one soon. Lucky I got a cab tractor now. I'm hoping that I can just grab this bale over the fence since the cows are in there. I should be able to. A pretty long reach, this loader. Easy as. These girls aren't too happy at the moment either because it's been so wet. Just the grass has got no guts to it again. It's just real watery. It's just like eating a real watery soup instead of it being nice and thick. So they're just gonna have to wait. I am feeding them quite a bit of maize in the afternoon now to sort of fill them up, but yeah, it's sort of hard going. this is the baleage that I did in January, I'm pretty sure it was, and it is quite dry, but it's fine for this time of the year, and especially for dry cows. But these girls look like they've sort of cleaned up that break all right, not too hard, so I might let them through. Some of them are going straight into it. These cages are out in here, and hopefully they don't make too much mess of around it. Probably see that happening. We actually didn't cop that one too bad. It sort of went around the edge of us, but there's another big grey cloud coming in, and it looks like it is pouring down up Mount Prong here. So, geez, we might cop that one. But I've only fed them half a bale. The other half is still on the bale feeder. What I was gonna do is feed out that in tomorrow's break, but I don't really want it sitting on the ground getting wet all day, because I'm not sure if they'll sort of eat it if it goes all mushy and soggy. But then me and Dad are off golfing tomorrow. We have our annual vets tournament. It's just a tournament that the vet club put on, so it's more of a bashes sort of thing, but we're going to give that a go. We've got a team each, and I think that starts at like 9:30, 10, so I was just going to feed out and then get him to shift the heifers in the morning, but I might just leave it on and then he can come and feed it out and shift them when he does it. That might be the easiest thing to do. It's actually pretty scary to think, with all this rain that we've had recently and how wet this sort of ground is, everything's just saturated. We are quite lucky nothing has flooded too bad yet. Like, there is water sitting in paddocks, but nothing too serious. But if it's going to be a wet winter, it is going to be a real hard spring. So hopefully we get some nice big highs coming soon. I know you guys up in Ireland, it looks like it's been pretty bad up there. You're having a pretty wet spring. It almost feels like you're following on from the season we've just had. So hopefully it's a nice wet summer for you too though. I'm moving these girls an hour earlier than I normally would. They're going on the pad, but they're also getting a bit more to eat too, so they need a little bit more time. But I was just having a little conversation with Dad before, a little chat around dry off. So what we were planning to do is milk these girls through till the sort of end of the month. It's the 12th today. We were looking to milk them through at about the 30th, and that's when I get back from holiday. So I'm taking a week over at the beach the end of next week. So when I got back, we were planning to dry them off, but just the way it is at the moment, I'm thinking maybe let's just bite the bullet. If it's going cold, we'll just look to dry them off before I go on holiday next Friday, so in about another week. And then the other girls, or the lows, the younger cows, we were gonna dry them off next week anyway. I think we've got 5 days drench left for them, so we'll dry cow them probably early next week. So that was the plan for them, but I just think we should probably dry these cows off a little bit sooner than we thought. So we'll lose a little bit of production, but I think it's just totally worth it. Yeah, I just think the cows need a little bit of a break. I'm still actually carrying quite a lot of my empties at the moment. There's about 20 in there that I need to not draft out, but I need to paint them, and Steve's going to come and have a look and see which one he wants. Hopefully he takes most of them. I think he will. And then I've also got quite a few culls. Like, there's still another probably 25 or 30 of them to go. So that should make a difference feed-wise when I can sort of destock over the next couple of weeks by 50 cows. Like, that's quite a bit. But usually I try and take them through till the end of the season, generally because empties milk quite well, and there's been no reason to sort of send the culls off. I've sort of got the feed at the moment, so we've kept them on. But I actually texted my works buyer yesterday and said, can I get another 10 cows to the gone next week? And he sent back saying, oh, we've had a bit of an influx in cattle, so it might not be next week, it might be the week after. But now, because we're going to dry off early, I think I'll have to text them back and just say, oh, I've got about 25 actually, but I'll just, whenever you can take them, I'll be happy for them to go, even like 2s, 3s, 4s, it doesn't matter, they don't all have to go at once. So hopefully I can sort of get rid of them over the next couple of weeks, otherwise that might be a bit of a pain, sort of keeping them on, especially if they're not milking. Look at that, nice blue sky, and then you pan around. Oh, jeebus, that looks pretty heavy. Holy heck, I hope that's not coming this way. That looks real heavy. Jeepers. So that might just do it for this video, guys. I'm gonna go take the tractor and gonna go and fill up the Keenan because we won't have a lot of time tomorrow with the whole golf thing. I hope it's still on. I haven't heard anything, so I presume it is, but jeepers, it is looking dark over there. I really hope that's going to go around us, but it's cooled down a heap, so time will tell. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. I'd also just like to say I did do a podcast a little while ago. It's called The Sod Pod, so if you do have a free second or you enjoy listening to podcasts, head over and check it out. It is an Irish-based podcast, and it was cool chatting to them. So, yeah, go and check it out. But see you next time.